Raja Ravi Verma. Raja Ravi Verma was an Indian painter and an artist considered as one of the greatest painters in the history of Indian art. He was born in the Kilimanur Palace at Kilimanur in the princely state of Travancore into an aristocratic family. The title Raja was conferred as a personal title by the Viceroy and the Governor General of India. Ravi Verma was the son of Ezhumavil Neelakanthan Bhattadripad and Umayamba Tamburati. His mother, Umayamba Tamburati, belonged to the baronial family which ruled the Kilimanur feudal estate within the kingdom of Travancore. She was a poet and writer of some talent, and her work Parvati Swayamvaram was published by Verma after her death. Ravi Verma's father was a scholar of Sanskrit and Ayurveda and hailed from the Ernakulam district in Kerala. Ravi Verma had two siblings, a sister named Mangala Bhavi and a brother named Rajavarma. The last named Rajavarma was also a painter and worked closely with Ravi Verma all his life. The inborn talent of the painter started showing at a very tender age. Recognizing the innate aptitude of their child, his parents sent him to study under the patronage of Ayilyam Tirunal, Maharaja of Travancore, when he was only 14 years old. He received the tutelage first from the palace painter Ramaswamy Naidu, who taught him about water painting, and then from Theodore Jensen, a Dutch painter who gave him lessons on oil painting. In 1866, at the age of 18, Verma was married to 12-year-old Bhagirathi Bai of royal house of Mavelikara. Bhagirathi was the youngest of three sisters, and both of her elder sisters had been adopted into the royal family of Travancore in 1857 in order to carry on the lineage. They were known also as the senior and junior Rani of Attingal. The marriage, which was arranged by the parents in the proper Indian manner, was harmonious and successful. The couple were blessed with 5 children, 2 sons and 3 daughters. Their elder son, Kerala Verma, was an excessively spiritual temperament. He never married and eventually renounced the world, leaving home for good in 1912. The younger son, Ramavarma, inherited his father's artistic talent and studied at the J.J. School of Arts, Mumbai. He was married to Gauri Kunjamma.
Raja Ravi Verma started his career at a young age and soon enjoyed widespread recognition for his work. In 1873, his paintings were not only exhibited at a prominent exhibition in Vietnam, but he also won an award for one of his displays. He then bagged the 3 gold medals for his work. Then they were sent to Chicago to be displayed at the prestigious World's Columbian Exposition held in the year 1893. But once the paintings reached the foreign shows, they spoke for themselves. Such was his brilliance. Throughout his career, Verma traveled all over India hoping to find the right subject for his art. He even often depicted his close knee and made them popular through his art. Some of them include Verma's daughter Mahaprabha, who was depicted as carrying one for her sons, and her sister-in-law Barani Tirunal Lakshmi Bai, who would later adopt his granddaughters. These paintings can be classified into 3 categories: portraits, portrait-based composition, and theatrical composition based on myths and legends. It is the 3 category of paintings for which Raja Ravi Verma is most renowned. Through his painting, he gave an insight of the famous mythological stories to those who were not fortunate enough to hear or read them. The most popular as well as the most impressive painting of Raja Ravi Verma that falls under this category include the once depicting episode from the story of Dushyant and Shakuntala, and that of Nala and Damayanti. The ones from the Hindu epic Ramayana include Lord Rama's triumph over Varuna and Ravana's expression of arrogance while clipping one of the wings of Jadayu. Varma's painting highlights the beauty of South Indian women which were admired by all. His portraits of Hindu gods and goddesses went to become worship material by many people belonging to the lower caste. Back then, these people were often forbidden from entering temples, and thus they celebrate Varma's work, for they give them an idea of how the depicts look inside the temple. He also managed to improve the artistic knowledge and spread importance of art among Indian people. He achieved this by making affordable lithography which were accessible even to the poor. Alternatively, this also made him a household name, and Raja Ravivarma soon captured the heart of all.
Major works of Raja Ravivarma. Shakuntala. Ravivarma depicts Shakuntala, an important character of Mahabharata, pretending to remove a thorn from her foot while actually looking for her husband Dushyanta. Woman holding a fruit. Woman holding a fruit shows Ravivarma's mastery over the idioms of new languages in India. Naya lady adoring her hair. The painting was notable for being the first major award-winning work that Ravivarma has completed. Maharani Lakshmibai. Maharani Lakshmibai was a senior Rani of Travancore from 1857 to 1901. She was the sister of Raja Ravivarma's wife. A family of beggars. This painting represented the sorry state of Indian economics. A lady playing Swarbat. This was modeled after South Indian women. The orchestra. This depicts a band of musicians from South India. The heartbroken. This painting depicts a South Indian woman who looks extremely disappointed. Victory of Indrajit. This painting depicts the triumph of Lanka Prince Indrajit over Indraloka. This story is mentioned in the Indian epic Ramayana. Lord Krishna as an ambassador. This is one of those paintings that depicted Hindu deity. Lady giving alms at the temple. This is a common sight even in the present day India.
Around Ravivarma's time, lithographic printing was gaining popularity in many European countries and in the United States. Based on its worldwide acceptance, the then Diwan of Travancore, T. Madhava Rao, suggested Varma and his brother to come up with a press of their own. Intrigued by this new idea, Ravivarma first started a press in Mumbai and later shifted it to a place near Lonavala. The press came up with tons of oleographs depicting Hindu gods and goddesses. Back then, the press was the largest and most advanced in the whole of India. Post the demise of the great painter, the press was managed by his older brother, but unfortunately it soon ran into financial troubles and was eventually sold to Fritz Schiller, a German technician who was part of the press from the very beginning. Fritz Schiller managed to turn the tide by employing less talented artists and through commercialization of the press by accepting offers from advertising labels. However, in the 1972, the entire unit was burned to ashes as a devastating fire gobbled up the entire factory, and with it some of the most fascinating original lithographic prints of Raja Ravivarma.
In recognition of the immense contribution of Raja Ravivarma towards Indian art, the government of Kerala has instituted an award in his name, known as Raja Ravivarma Puraskaram. The award is given to individuals who show considerable promise in the field of art and culture. There is a college in Mavelikara district of Kerala established in the honor of Raja Ravivarma. He also received international recognition in 1873 when he won the first prize for his painting at the Vienna Art Exhibition. In 1904, Viceroy Lord Curzon, on behalf of the British King Emperor, bestowed upon Varma the Kaiser-i-Hind Gold Medal. Raja Ravivarma High at Kilimannur was named after him, and there are many cultural organizations throughout India bearing his name. In 2013, the Carter Varma on Mercury was named in his honor. On his 65th death anniversary, Indian Post issued a commemorative post stamp depicting Ravivarma and his famous painting Damayanti and Swan. Many movies have been made and novels written on the auspicious life of Raja Ravivarma. Out of those, Bollywood film Rang Rasiya and Malayalam movie Magaramanya are the most popular ones. Based on the novel Raja Ravivarma, written by Ranjit Desai, the Maharashtra State Board included a chapter titled A Meeting Like Never Before in one of its Marathi textbooks. The chapter was based on Ravi Verma's meeting with Swami Vivekananda. There is an interesting fact that in 2008, a sari featuring a reproduction of 11 paintings by Raja Ravi Verma entered the Guinness Book of World Record as the most expensive silk sari. The main highlight of the sari is Verma's famous Galaxy of Musicians, priced at 40 lakhs and weighing 8 kilos. It took 36 skilled craftsmen 12 months to have hand weave this Vibhav Pattu sari.
Raja Ravivarma is one of the few painters who managed to accomplish a beautiful union of Indian tradition with technique of European ceramic art. This is one of the reasons why he is considered as one of the most prominent Indian painters. Varma was also responsible in taking the Indian art all over the world with his impeccable technique. While the Europeans and the other art lovers admired his technique, the laymen of India enjoyed his work for its simplicity. Suffering from diabetes, Raja Ravi died in October 1906. His artistic legacy continued through his son, Ravi Verma, who went on studying at the renowned JJ School of Arts, Mumbai. Today, even 114 years after Raja Ravi Verma died, there is no doubt about the profound legacy left behind by the great artist. Later, he was also given the title, the father of the modern art.